Hi, welcome to CHUM Preschool. If we haven't met yet, my name is Jen Stoner. I'm the director here at the preschool. This is my 13th back to school night, my third one as director, and my first one on video. So I thank you for taking time to listen to this information tonight. My hope is that it will help us get this unconventional school year off to a smooth start. If you're new to our preschool, we welcome you to our CHUM family. We're very proud of the program that we offer here, and our teachers are very passionate about providing a positive first experience for your child. Our students learn through play and developmentally appropriate activities. We are preparing our students to be successful once they leave us by balancing those pre-literacy and early math skills with the social skills that are necessary for them to be successful in a school setting. Things such as taking turns, walking in a line, waiting your turn to be called on, and those self-help skills are equally, if not more important for their future success once they head off to elementary school. So we focus a lot on that in our program. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to the newest pastor here at our church.
Greetings. My name is Kathleen Kind, and I'm one of the pastors of the Camp Hill United Methodist Church. Thank you for entrusting your children to us as we begin this new preschool year. Certainly, as we are navigating through what school looks like in this season of COVID, we know that some things are a little bit different, but we do anticipate that this will be a great school year. We look forward to welcoming you and your children into the Camp Hill family, and we are so appreciative of the opportunity to share in this part of your kids' lives. If there's anything that I can do as the pastor or anything that we can do as the church to make your connection here more meaningful, please do not hesitate to let me know. We are so glad that you are joining us for this new preschool year. Thank you, and God bless you.
Before I begin speaking about our health and safety plans for this school year, I have a few other items that I'd like to go over first. The first of which is key fobs. So if you are a returning family to our preschool, you have key fobs from last year that will still work for you this year. So you will not be receiving any new key fobs. For new families, you will receive your key fob, which looks like this. You will receive 2 of them when you come to meet the teacher day. Your teachers will have them for you in the classroom. If anybody needs additional key fobs, they are $10 a piece and can be purchased in my office. So if you want to stop by while you're in the building for Meet the Teacher Day, I will be available and could get you additional key fobs at that time if you need them. The reason you need the key fobs is that while your children are at school, the building is locked for security reasons. So the key fob is what allows you as a parent to come in and out of the building. What we do ask is that you not hold the door for other people when you're entering the building. I know it seems a little unfriendly maybe, but we want to make sure that we're not letting people in the building who shouldn't be in the building. So every family has a key fob. If you forget your key fob, the front door and door number 7 both have intercoms at them. You can go to either of those doors and press the intercom, and the church secretary can let you in the building. But as for the parents, please don't let people in the building that you don't know or don't recognize as being part of our CHUM Preschool family. The next item I'd like to talk about is parking. When you come to the church, there is very limited parking in the back of the church, which is the closest parking to the 2 doors that most of you will be entering to drop off and pick up your child. However, since that parking is so limited, there is additional parking in the front of the church and around the side of the church. It's unlikely that you will find a spot in the back of the church. If you come around the back and there are no spots, we ask that you please do not park in unauthorized areas or create your own spot. we need to be respectful of the church property. They are kind enough to let us use the building. So if you come around back and there's no place to park, circle the building and choose a spot in the front or the side of the church. This year will be a little bit different in terms of entering the building. Each class will be assigned a doorway to use, and that is the only doorway you should be using unless you have handicap concerns or you need a ramp for any reason. If you need a ramp, you'll need to use the front door. But we are assigning each class different doorways to try and spread out the flow of people and eliminate the spread of germs, which I will speak more about this later. But my point is, it's very unlikely that you're going to find a spot near the door that you're assigned. So just plan accordingly, leave yourself enough time, and just be respectful of people in the parking lot, please. The next item on my list is snow days. I know it seems kind of early to be thinking about that, but we do not necessarily follow other school districts in terms of deciding if we're going to be open or closed. We never delay, so we will either be open or closed. I will make that decision. My goal is to make it by 7:30 in the morning, and I will post it at that time to the front page of our website and on ABC 27. We try really hard to stay open as much as we can, and then allow you to be the one to make the decision whether or not you're comfortable coming out in the weather to bring your child to preschool. You are always, feel free to stay home if you're not comfortable driving in the snow, but we do try and stay open as much as we can. The other thing is, the other day I emailed you all a link to sign up for the Remind app. I might also post the snow days on there as well. So if you have not already signed up for the Remind app, I really highly recommend that you do. It'll be a great way for us to share information throughout this school year. I'd also like to mention about our preschool association. This is our parent volunteer group. This is your opportunity to get involved and help with your child's school. This is going to look very different this year. Typically, the parent group meets once a month. We won't be able to do that in person at this point. And typically the activities that they plan for us are large group activities, which we also will not be able to do. But one of the big things that this group does is organize fundraising for the preschool. And it's because of those efforts that we are able to keep our tuition as low as we can. So I do highly recommend that you see how you can get involved with this group this year. You will get a form at Meet the Teacher Day that will give you more information on how you can reach out and become involved with that group. Okay, so now to address the health and safety protocols that we plan to have in place for this school year. I have emailed all of you our health and safety plan, maybe even more than once. So I hope that you've read through it by now. I do expect that you will all read through it and be familiar with what our plans are for this school year. If you have not been receiving emails from me, please shoot me an email so that I can make sure I have your contact information right in my distribution list. And also, if there's additional parents in the family, or if there's grandparents that drop off and pick up and want to be included in the email distribution list, I'm happy to add as many as I need to. So feel free to reach out and let me know if you need me to add anybody else to the distribution list. Okay, so the first thing in terms of health and safety is the symptom screening tool. This should be appearing on your screen for you to take a look at. You will receive a copy of it at Meet the Teacher Day, and I've also attached it to this email. Please put it somewhere where you can easily refer to it every day before school. Anyone who's entering our building, whoever's dropping off your child, and obviously your child, needs to be screened using this checklist before you even come to school. Please, I can't stress this enough, do not bring your child to school if they are not feeling well. If you have any doubt, please just stay home. It's likely that your child will miss more school this year than they typically would, just out of an overabundance of caution and trying to keep our preschool as healthy as we can. If your child is exposed to COVID, please follow the steps outlined in the health and safety plan and contact me and let me know that there's been an exposure. At that point, I will need to reach out to the health department and they will tell us how we will proceed from there. If any of our teachers are exposed to COVID outside of school and they're told by their doctor that they need to self-quarantine for 14 days, there is a chance that we will need to not hold your child's class over that length of time because we do not have a lot of substitutes this year, and especially substitutes that would be able or willing to step in for 14 days. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there to let you know that that might be a possibility this year. We're hopeful that it won't be, but we just sort of need to plan for everything at this point. So we are functioning under this theory of each class being its own bubble this year. The classes will not interact with each other. We have assigned specific doors and times for you to drop your child off and pick your child up that does not involve them interacting with other classes. We've assigned very specific playground times that each class has a window of time that they have to get their coats on, go outside, play, get back in their classroom before another class comes out of their room to head outside. We've also been assigning specific restrooms for each class to use. So basically, no classes will be interacting with each other throughout the day. We're hopeful that keeping this bubble, if there were to be an exposure to COVID in one classroom, that we might not have to close down the whole school. We might just have to follow the guidance for just the one classroom so that this can hopefully allow us to not have to close down the whole preschool. Your teacher will let you know which door you're assigned to and your window of entry time. We do ask that you not enter the building before the time of your window. For example, if your class is running 9:30 to 12, your window of time will likely be 9:25 to 9:35. And what we'll ask is that you stay outside of the building until that time. And then when you enter the building during that time, the teachers will be prepared, the door will be open so that you can just bring your child in, they'll have their temperature taken, and then you can exit the building. We do love our parents, but we feel that the less time you're in the building, the less we're all being exposed to germs. So that's why we've set this up in such a way. And we're really going to work hard to maintain our bubbles this year. Okay, so the next item is masks. It is required that everyone ages 2 and older wear a mask that covers both the nose and the mouth when they are in the building. The one exception to this rule are any of our friends with special needs who are unable to wear masks. Your child will get 2 mask breaks during the time they're at school, during snack time and when they're on the playground or at the gym. They will not be wearing their masks. We know that this is going to be a challenge for some of our kids, but we are going to set this as our expectation, and we're going to try our best to make sure that that we stay masked as much, that the children stay masked as much as they can. Okay, so what will drop off and pick up times actually look like this year at preschool? Your teacher, as I've said, will tell you which door you are to use and what your arrival time is. Again, if you have any handicap needs, or the other exception to the door assignment would be if you have 2 or more children enrolled at the preschool and you need to drop them off at different classrooms. Everyone else should try to adhere to the classroom door assignments just to minimize people walking around in the building. So when you get to the preschool, you need to either wait in your car or outside somewhere until your window of time to enter the building. The teachers will not be ready to receive the kids before the time that they assign you. So it's important that you stay outside of the building or in your car. You should have a mask on Once you exit your car, you should have your mask on. You'll need to wear your mask to enter the building. Once you step in the building, there will be hand sanitizer provided right inside the door. So please use the hand sanitizer and have your child use the hand sanitizer. And then you can walk your child to their class. Once you get to the classroom door, the teacher will take your child's temperature, and assuming it's below 100.4, they can stay. And if it's not, you will need to take them with you. But once their temperature is taken, you need to exit the building. Please don't linger in the hallway. Please don't have a conversation with your friend in the hallway. You guys are welcome to have a conversation outside the building, but we are asking parents to exit the building as quickly as possible. And then at pickup time, again, please wait in your car or outside until your window of time. The other thing I forgot to mention is when you are in the building, please stay socially distanced from other people as much as you can. So when you come back to pick up, make sure you have your mask on. Use the hand sanitizer when you come in. If it should be during your window of time, you can just go right to your child's classroom. The teacher, when they see you coming, should send the child out to you, and their belongings will be kept in the hallway this year. We're trying to keep things from home out of the actual classroom, so you can gather their things from their basket in the hallway and exit the building. We are going to give this all a try. We are hopeful that it will go well. We may need to revamp everything, but honestly, with your help and patience, we think that this can work. So we just ask you to be extremely patient and understanding, and we know you'll have to park far away from the door that you enter, but we just ask for your help with this. And again, our goal is to make this building and this experience as safe as we possibly can for your child while they're with us at preschool. Thanks for taking some time to listen to all of this information. If at any time you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Email is the quickest and best way probably for you to get an answer from me. I will be teaching a morning class this year on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so I will not be available in my office on those mornings. I'll be changing my office hours. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I'll be in the office from 12 to 2, so you might be able to catch me after school, but that's why I say email is probably the best way to get a hold of me. If you ever have payments of any sort, tuition payments, what have you, there is a mailbox that hangs just outside my office door. You can always just stick things in there, and I will check that very regularly. I will be around the Thursday and Friday of Meet the Teacher Day, and the Monday and Tuesday, the first 2 days of school. I will be available in my office in case you're having issues with your fobs or you need to buy new fobs or anything else that comes up. Feel free to stop up and see me. So yeah, we are so looking forward to this school year. We are so excited to have kids back in the building, and we can't thank you enough for sharing your children with us. We are really committed to making this a fun school year for your kids. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.